Dallas to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. And this is caught. First catch by Brandon Marshall. First down now, but that clock rolling. Carr now to throw. And complete, right side to Cook. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. From the 45 on second down, Carr. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On first down, Carr for Marshall. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Into the red zone, it's Carr. And that's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Again, it's Carr. And the catch made by Hopkins. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Throwing now is Carr. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Marshall in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the 6. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Flush to his right. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that is incomplete. And that'll do it for... All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. There's the rookie from LSU. It's Jamar Chase. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave him looking at a 4th and 1. Now it's Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Jackson. That's going to be caught by Moss. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together strong drive as a response.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Lamar Jackson, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive takes him and it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Back to the ground, this time with Tomlinson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Carr. He's got a man. That's Marshall. The 20. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Marshall. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the third quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will tie our game here in the third. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. On the handoff, this is Mostert.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They hand it off to Mostert. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Jackson. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Jackson being chased out left. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push. And what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the gun, a run with Mostert. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
2nd down. Here's Mostert again. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
And they picked up a little. There and now in this situation should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's Mostert. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. Mostert. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So here's the veteran kicker, Matt Prater. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So here's the veteran kicker, Matt Prater. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good.